A woman who knows her worth doesn't beg for attention. She doesn't chase someone who's clearly pulling away. Welcome back to the Soft Power Meso podcast. I'm your host, Mesoma. I am so excited to be with you today. Today we are diving into something very special. Let's get started. Welcome to Soft Power Meso. Conversations on influence and grace. Today's conversation is one that's been on my mind for a while. The quiet power of softness, how feminine energy influences a man. Now, before we begin, let me say this. When I talk about softness, I'm not talking about tolerating disrespect. I'm not talking about being silent when you're hurting or lowering your standards just to keep a relationship. That's not softness, that's self-abandonment. The softness I'm talking about is the kind that's rooted in confidence, emotional maturity, and self-respect. I've noticed that many women believe they have to become harder to protect themselves in relationships. And while I understand why, I also believe that constantly living in survival mode can make it difficult to experience the kind of love and connection we truly desire. I think many men respond positively to a woman who brings peace into a relationship, not because she's pretending to be perfect, but because she is real. But because she communicates with wisdom instead of reacting in anger every time there's a disagreement. Think about it. When a woman knows how to express how she feels without insulting, belittling, or constantly trying to win every argument, the conversation often changes. It doesn't guarantee that every man will respond well, but in a healthy relationship, calm communication creates more space for understanding than constant conflict. I've also noticed that femininity isn't about speaking softly all the time. It's about knowing when to speak, how to speak, and choosing words that build instead of destroy. Sometimes a gentle conversation can accomplish what hours of shouting never could. And here's something I really want every woman to hear. Softness is attractive, but so are boundaries. A woman who knows her worth doesn't beg for attention. She doesn't chase someone who's clearly pulling away. She doesn't ignore repeated disrespect, hoping her love will magically change someone. She can be loving and still say, "This behavior isn't acceptable." She can be kind and still walk away. She can be gentle and still choose herself. I believe that's one of the most powerful expressions of feminine energy. Because the goal isn't to melt a man's heart at the cost of your own. The goal is to show up as a woman whose peace, confidence, and emotional intelligence inspire the kind of relationship she wants to build. The right man won't only admire your beauty, he'll appreciate your calmness after a stressful day. He'll value your encouragement when life gets difficult. He'll notice the way you make your home feel peaceful, the way you listen before judging, and the way you handle disagreements with maturity. Those qualities may not always be loud, but they leave a lasting impression. At the same time, remember this: no amount of softness can fix someone who doesn't want to grow. Love works best when two people are both willing to respect, communicate, and support each other. So don't use your softness as a tool to earn love. Let it be an expression of who you are. Be soft, but don't lose yourself. Be kind, but don't accept less than you deserve. Be feminine, but never forget your value. Because the quiet power of softness isn't about controlling a man. It's about becoming the kind of woman who loves with grace, communicates with wisdom, protects her peace, and never compromises her self-worth. Thank you so much for spending these few minutes with me. If this episode spoke to your heart, share it with another woman who needs this reminder. Until next time, remember, your softness is beautiful. Your standards are powerful, and together they create the kind of feminine energy that leaves a lasting impact. I'll see you in the next episode of Soft Power Meso.